What's up, everybody? Happy Cinco de Mayo. I just got back from Taco Bell celebrating Cinco de Mayo in the only way I know how, by eating a Crunchwrap Supreme and giving myself instantaneous diarrhea. So I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing right now, that you are celebrating your Cinco de Mayo in a better way than I am. So the reason that I decided to do this call, I have something hanging in my eyeball. The reason I decided to record this video today is because I read a post on Reddit. And on Reddit, this post, it lit a fire in me. And I wanted to share it with you because I think as I share it, you're going to see it or hear it and you're going to go, oh man, I can relate to that. I think we all can relate to a little bit about what this woman, I'm assuming it's a woman here, has to say about her situation. And then what I want to talk about is if you're feeling burned out, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you are responsible for all the things in the entire world to keep your life running and your marriage happy and your family moving forward, and you're getting a little burned out and you're becoming resentful, there's something you can do about it. There's absolutely something you can do about it. So let's talk about that. First, I want to share, I'm actually going to share my screen here. Let's see if I can figure this sucker out. Share screen. Click the button. Boom. You're going to see all the tabs I have open here. But this will help you at least see what I'm doing here. So the title of this post is, I am overwhelmed, overtired, and just over it. She says, excuse me, my husband and I have been married for 10 years and have 2 kids together. I feel like I have 3 kids, him included. I am constantly going behind him, closing cabinets and drawers, picking up trash or laundry, asking him for the 5th time to take out the damn trash. Throughout our marriage, I have been the only one who cooks, and he hardly cleans. And if he does, it's half-assed. I work full-time too, and feel like I have to carry the entire mental load of our household with all this COVID chaos. I've been working from full-time from home, trying to homeschool the kids and keeping our household running. And he got furloughed 3 days ago. And I got to admit that I was kind of relieved to have some sort of help with the day-to-day of homework and housework. But no, I've still done the cooking and the cleaning and the homeschooling. The kids yell for me, and instead of interjecting and ask what he can do, he waits until I'm basically yelling for him to take care of it. How does he not see that I'm drowning? He acts like I'm just controlling because I have to have things done my way. But it's been 7 weeks and the kids are finally in a routine and we have this homeschooling thing finally figured out. It's working. So just get on board. But no, he wants to be the fun dad, which is great for the kids, but I'm not trying to be controlling. I want to be fun too, but we still have a house to run and I have to work. If I bring anything up, it turns into an argument about how he's not getting sex, which I'm over that argument. We are intimate once a week usually, and I'll admit we had a big dry spell after our now 4-year-old was born, but since then we've worked a lot on our time together, but it's hard for me to set aside my resentment for any length of time to feel any kind of affection towards him. I see him sitting on the couch while I'm cooking dinner, or while I'm cooking after working all day and then serving the kids, and it just makes my blood boil. She says, I'm frustrated. I'm overwhelmed. My kids have become so clingy to me that with all the time that we've spent together, and I just need him to take over. We need to be a team. Whew. Whew. There's a lot there. There is a lot there. And I think embedded in this, this is a very extreme email or message, but in this message, I think everybody can relate to something. To maybe feeling frustrated, or maybe feeling forgotten, or maybe feeling like you're not getting the help and support that you need. And we understand, I think at some point, everybody experiences resentment in their marriage or in their relationship. And I want to first say, that is not why we get married. You don't get married because you want to feel this way. You get married because you're in love and you want to feel in love for your whole life. But sometimes it just creeps up on you, and you wake up one day and you're like, what the heck is going on? I thought we signed up to be teammates. I thought we signed up to be good friends, partners here. We're partners. We're both going to pull our own weight. And it feels like I'm pulling all the weight, way more than my fair share. And this is not cool. So I want to tell you, this resentment, this feeling that you get when you're feeling burned out, overwhelmed, starting to like really hold a grudge against your partner, it is a gift. And I want to tell you why it's a gift. Resentment should not be a long-term thing. Resentment is a sign. It's a symptom. Just like a fever is a symptom that you're getting sick, or a cough, nice little COVID cough. It's a symptom that something else is going on in your relationship. And if you address it, if you get some antibiotics, if you get some medicine, if you go to the doctor, whatever you need to do to get rid of, to address the cause, then the symptom, the fever, goes away. The symptom, the cough, goes away. Or the symptom, the resentment, goes away. So what is resentment a symptom of? Resentment is a symptom of a lack of boundaries. The word boundaries feels a little bit like psychobabble. Like, I don't know if a whole lot of people know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about boundaries. So I want to dive in a little bit deeper. What I'm talking about when I refer to boundaries is that you are trying to take responsible for things that are not your responsibility, or you're trying to make somebody else responsible for things that are your responsibility. Part of the reason that this post really kind of got under my skin that I just read is because in the comments, it was like 5 or 6 different people jumping in there going, "Oh my gosh, I'm in the same situation. Oh my gosh, divorce him. This is terrible. Oh my gosh, he's so checked out. Oh my gosh, I've been there. My husband's an extra child too." And I'm like, yo, this is not what marriage is supposed. We're not supposed to get to a point of resentment in our marriage and be like, I guess this is just the way it is. I guess this is just the future of our life together, is that I'm going to be doing everything and my partner is going to be checked out and I'm just going to be resentful. And that's just how marriage gets. That is not true. Resentment is a symptom. So I want to talk a little bit about how to snap out of resentment, how to get out of this place. It's easy. For the very first thing, that's the easiest thing to do, is to slip into the victim mentality. There's nothing I can do about it. It's easy. I kind of got the vibe through this message that I just read. That wife that was posting was just like, what can I do other than sit around and wait for my husband to step up? What can I do other than just like be patient and hope that my partner finally clues in that I am doing all the work, and what I really need is for them to step up and take some responsibility and get some stuff done. So hope and waiting is not a good strategy for an amazing marriage. Hope and the waiting game is not a good strategy to get rid of resentment. You have more power than that. So if you are resentful right now and you're just waiting around, that is the wrong strategy. That is a victim strategy. That is saying, I am powerless to change anything. And you may not know what to change, but hopefully right now, if you're feeling resentful and you're wondering what you could change, I will pull the sheet back here and you'll be like, oh, that would be helpful. So 2 questions to ask yourself. What am I not responsible for that I'm trying to be responsible for? So, for example, this woman complains. I'm just going to use the example that I read here because it makes most sense. This woman in her little post complains, I feel like I have an extra child. I follow him around the house. I pick up his dirty laundry. I shut the cupboard doors and the drawers. He's just a mess and he doesn't do anything. And there's a part of me inside that thinks, okay, so you're complaining that he's a child, but you're also treating him like one by following him around the house and picking up his things. She complained that she has to ask him 4, 5 times to take out the damn trash. And she used those words. She's pissed. Like, she wants her husband to realize the trash needs to be taken out, and she treats him like a child. She nags him like a grumpy or lazy teenager. Like, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. And she turns herself into his mom. She probably doesn't enjoy being the mom of her husband. And he probably doesn't enjoy being mothered by his wife. And it's this cocktail of, yes, he definitely could step up and take out the garbage. He definitely could step up and pick up his laundry. But if his wife has trained him that if he doesn't pick up his laundry, she will pick it up, or has trained him that if he really wants attention, all he has to do is not take out the garbage and she's going to recognize him and acknowledge him. And even though it's negative attention, give him some attention. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to keep doing the thing that she hates that he's doing. So one thing that you can do if you're in a position like this and you're feeling really stressed out because you're caretaking, you're over functioning as a partner and taking care of your partner beyond what you think is reasonable. You feel like they're kind of showing up as an extra child that you have to take care of. Stop taking care of them. Stop it. Stop shutting the doors behind them. Stop picking up their laundry. Stop doing their laundry. Stop folding their laundry. Stop nagging them to take out the trash. Let it sit there. Let it overflow. Let it stink up the entire house. Yeah, it's going to suck for a little while. It's going to suck. But when your partner realizes, hey, my spouse isn't going to come and save me. My spouse isn't going to come and do these things for me. My spouse isn't going to whine and complain and nag or get angry or passive aggressive or give me the silent treatment if I don't pull my weight. Then they're going to realize, oh, wow, maybe I actually need to step up and do this. I need to figure out a way to remember to do this. And I need to carry my weight. Otherwise, the kitchen's going to stink and it's on me. And that feels bad. It stinks. Or I'm not going to have clean underwear. That's no fun. I'm going to wake up one day and be like, where's my underwear? You know what? I decided I wasn't going to pick it up off the floor anymore. And I washed the clothes that are in the hamper. And your underwear wasn't in the hamper. So I washed the clothes that were there. And if you want clean clothes, you can either do them yourself or you can put them in the hamper. Like, these are the types of things that you can start doing to show your partner, like, hey, these are the types of behavior that I'm not going to nag or try and control. And the moment you step away from trying to control something that is not yours to control, a huge burden gets lifted off your shoulders. Some of us try and control the emotions of our partners. If they get like upset or angry, or they raise their voices and say things that are hurtful, we try and control them. We try and manipulate them. Maybe we shout back. We get angry. We get suckered into a fight. There's no reason to take that crap on. If your partner has big emotions or says negative words, you can just go, I'd be happy to talk to you when you're in a better mood. Carry on. Don't take it on. Don't take responsibility for it. Don't take their crap onto you. On the flip side, another thing that's going to drive you absolutely nuts is if you make other people responsible for things that are yours. So, for example, in this, towards the end, she says that she's pissed that anytime they have an argument, it turns into how he's not getting enough sex. And she's just so resentful. She's like, I'm so over it. I'm so done with it. I don't even want to have sex with him. And she's just angry. And I'm curious, do you think she's angry that her partner wants to have sex with her? Is it bad to want to have sex with the person that you're married to? Absolutely not. But the emotions that she's having, she's putting on him for wanting something that she doesn't think he should want, given the circumstances of their marriage. And so she is taking her emotions and saying, because of the actions of my partner, I'm going to make him responsible for the feelings that I'm feeling. I'm going to make him responsible for the choices that I'm making. And when you surrender your ability to choose and give it to somebody else, man, that's a disempowering feeling. Somebody else has control over your emotions and your thoughts and your choices. Somebody else has control over your own actions, over your desires. No, that is no fun at all. And when you stop making other people responsible for things that are yours, your responsibility, you're going to notice that they resent you less, that you actually have the ability to be the calm in the center of a storm. There can be chaos going on all around you, but because you are responsible for your thoughts, your feelings, your words, your desires, your actions, you can breathe into it and you cannot take that chaos on. And I'm telling you right now, if you want peace of mind, instead of feeling resentment, instead of feeling stress, instead of feeling overwhelmed, instead of feeling angry, all it takes is getting really clear on what's your responsibility, what is within your control, what is not your responsibility, what's not within your control, and stop trying to make yourself responsible for the things that are outside your control, and stop trying to make other people responsible for the things that are within your control. Not an easy thing to do. It's a constant effort. It's constant work. But when you do it, massive internal shifts and external shifts inside your relationship. Your partner will start stepping up, or they will step out. They will choose to leave, which may not be fun, but it's better than being stuck in a completely unworkable relationship going forward. More often than not, though, if they're a good person, they're going to snap into it real quick and be like, oh yeah, maybe I do need to step up my game here. Maybe nobody's coming to save me. Maybe I can step into this and get a win. And bonus points, if they do step up and start doing the thing that you want them to do, be grateful. Tell them thank you. Reinforce the positive behavior. And I guarantee you they will do more of that. I could talk about this for hours, but here's the deal. Knowing this stuff and doing it are two very different things. So if you're a wife, specifically right now, and you're like, wow, this is interesting, or wow, I need help with the resentment thing, or wow, I'm feeling a little stressed and overwhelmed, feeling like I'm kind of carrying the brunt of the load in the house and the family and making sure that our marriage stays strong, and I'm getting a little tired and I can see resentment on the horizon, I want to invite you to put this stuff into action. And the way to put this stuff into action is to sign up for the Epic Wives Experiment. There's a link right down in the comments, epicwivesexperiment.com. And the whole beautiful goal of the Epic Wives experiment is that me and my dear friend Laura Heck, who is one of the top marriage therapists in the entire world, will take you by the hand, and for 1 month, we will walk you through the process of the actions that you can take and the things that you need to give up in order to get straight here, get clear in your mind, get clear in your heart, let go of the things you can't control the things you can, and make massive positive shifts, both in your heart and in your relationship. And I guarantee you, if you show up and you do the thing, instead of just like learning about it right now in this video, if you go out and do it with us, you're not going to be able to recognize your marriage come the middle of June. This thing starts in 2 weeks, mid-May, it's 1 month, ends middle of June. And I guarantee you, if you show up and you do the work, your life will be completely different. If you show up resentful and you do the work of the Epic Wives experiment, you will walk out of the Epic Wives experiment feeling connected. You will walk out of that Epic Wives experiment feeling peaceful, energized. You'll feel more open and less closed down. You'll feel like a burden has been lifted off your shoulders. You'll feel light, alive, invigorated. You'll have more energy mentally and emotionally and physically. I guarantee that will happen. All you have to do is show up and do the work. I am sick and tired of people feeling like they have to be stuck in this mindset of resentment for the rest of their lives. No, thank you. No, thank you, please. As my nephew says, no, thank you, please. I don't want that. I don't want you to feel resentful. I don't want you to feel stressed and overwhelmed. There are things in life that are going to stress you out and overwhelm you, but having that be the normal way that you live your life is not acceptable. Not at all. That is not what life is about. That's not what marriage is about. That's not why we get married. We get married so we can be connected and feel joy and feel a sense of accomplishment and feel like a union and feel excited about life together, doing this with the person that we love most in the world. And if you're getting to that point where you're like, oh, this is a lot and I'm a little overwhelmed, then I want to invite you to come take action, the appropriate action. Every result that you get in life is a consequence of choices and actions that you take. And if you are in a place right now where you're not as happy as you think you could be, I want to show you how you can make the right choices to get you to the place where you are exactly where you want to be. Success leaves clues. And the clues, I've studied them for almost a decade now. And my goal in the Epic Wives experiment is to leave that breadcrumb of so it's impossible to miss the clues. Like, I'm going to hand you the clues. I'm going to give you the little Hansel and Gretel breadcrumb trail so that you can just follow it and do the things. And at the end of the month, you're going to be like, holy crap, this is amazeballs. This is awesome. All right, guys, that is my invitation for you today. If you enjoyed this message, if you know somebody who needs to hear it, if you know somebody who's drowning in their marriage, who's suffocating, who's feeling overwhelmed, who's feeling like, I can't be the person who does it all forever. There's got to be like, it's getting dark in here, the light's starting to fade, and I don't know how much longer I can hold on. Share this video with them. Like, comment, send it to them privately, tag them, whatever. But they need to hear this. Like, there's people out there that need to hear this, and I'm depending on you to share it, especially if you found value in it. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, and amazing day. I will be back again very soon to talk about something else. Probably not resentment, but maybe. You never know. Depends on what you need. All right, guys, have a happy Cinco de Mayo.